So this comment was left under that video where I was talking about the young boy was groomed by the drugs gang. The mum found the drugs, got rid of them, and you know, unfortunately the young boy was murdered. So someone's left a comment underneath that video saying, what would you have done if they done that to your little bro and groomed him? Fam, that would not even be a possibility, blood. Like, me and my little brother don't get along, unfortunately. You know what I'm saying? I'm 31, he's 24 right now. But let's say, yeah, when I was on road, 18, 19 and that, and let's say he was only a couple of years younger than me, like he was like 3-4 years younger than me and that. That is not a possibility, fam. Not in my postcode. Man was too Certi, fam. There's no way anyone could have groomed my little brother to go and make him sell drugs, blood. There's no way. Man was too Certi in my area for that, blood. Not in my postcode. Like, there was no one that was above man. Like, obviously, there's man that's older than me in my area, but in my age group, there would be no one that was above man's level to even be able to have that authority or that intimidation to be able to even get away with that. Like, if they was to get hold of my little brother and groom him, I wouldn't be able to bring some heat to them and move to them. No way. No way. Man was too active in my area. I remember I got a little younger that used to live on my, like, when I was on road, I had a little young youth on my road, and I consider him to be my younger, innit? One of my brethren must have took his bike and didn't want to give it back. Me and my brethren got into beef over that because I told my brethren, blood, give the bike back. My friend didn't want to give the bike back. Now we got a problem, innit? Because I've told you to do something, you don't want to do it? Right. Now we're gonna get into, you get me, rough and tumbles and that. So there's no way. If I'm getting into rough and tumbles over a bicycle, because one of my brethren, so this is my dog, you know, my brethren's not listening to when I told him to give back the bike, blood. Yeah, and it's only my younger, it's not my little brother. If I'm getting into a rough and tumbles and beef with my own brethren to the point where I've gone to his front door, and his older brothers had to hold him back because my man's trying to back out a shank on me because I've gone to his front door and that, then you done know, fam. If a man, it just wouldn't happen. It's not a possibility. Not in my postcode. Man was too Certi on road for anyone to try anything of my little brother. I remember, like I said, my little brother's 6, 7 years younger than me. And I remember my little brother went to my secondary school. So I remember one time I was in his bedroom. I don't know. At the time, he must have been like 12 or 13. Maybe even like, no, you know, he could have been 14, 15. Doesn't matter. I said to him, you know, like in school, like, you know, the older years, like you lot would have experienced this if you went to a black school, a rough and tumbles, yeah, rough school and that. You would have experienced the older year trying to get onto you. Like me in my school, the older year, they were always onto man. You know, like when they will go and beat up the younger year and that, man used to always get it. I remember there was times like where man would be excluded from school. The older year, let's say the year 11s, they'll be coming for my year, the year 10s and that. They'll be rushing my brethren and smacking them up and that. And then they'll ask, where's Jelani? Where's Jelani? They're like, yo, he's been excluded and that. Alright, when he comes back, I'm gonna fuck him up. But I'm not even about. But man, I had a love-hate relationship with certain man in the year above, man, innit? Yeah, like them man there, I'll be on a bus and shout, suck your mum through the window and them teeth there or whatever, innit? Yeah, then man will get a good hiding from them when they catch up to man in the next couple of days and that, innit? But I remember I was in my little brother's room and I said to him, like, when you was in school, whatever, like, did you ever get beaten up by the older years and that? And he was like, nah, I didn't get beaten up, I didn't get touched by nobody. And I said, oh, what, was you cool with them? Like, the older year, was you cool with them? He's like, no, I wasn't cool with none of them. So I was like, so why did they not beat you up then? He said, because they heard I had an older brother. I'm like, rah, man still got a name in school, you know, like, because my brother's so young, our age gap is so vast and that, like, even when he was starting year 7, I would have been in like year 12 or year 13 equivalent. So we would have never have been in school. It's not like man's 2 years younger than me. And you get me, he's in year 7, year 8, I'm in year 10, year 11, whatever, innit? You're like, nah, man was never in school when he was in school. So man's name carried weight in that. So there's no way. So my name on road carried weight in his school. I didn't even know this. I didn't even know this until not too long ago, innit? So there's no way on road, not in my postcode, that would not happen. But let's say, yeah, because it couldn't happen in my postcode. Let's say it was in a different area, but my little brother lives underneath the same roof as man, innit? When I was living at my mum's house, we grew up in the same house together. But let's say I'd have to come up with some situation where it's like, let's say I'm from Edmonton and my little brother is, I don't know, from another area, like somewhere in Northwest London or somewhere in East London and that, yeah, and obviously we're half siblings. like, and some boys in his area trying to groom him and that. I mean, even if that's the situation and that, if my little brother's my half sibling, like whoever is the common denominator between us, either we share the same mom or share the same dad, I would be in that area and I would know the guys. But let's say, yeah, it weren't that sort of situation, but I don't know, my brother was in another area and he was getting groomed by some youths or whatever, innit? Blood, man's gonna have to go and, you get me, yeah, have words with these youths. And if these men ain't looking to hear what man's got to say, innit, then it's on, innit? It's on. It's on. If we had that sort of relationship, innit, you know what I'm saying, innit? Like, it's on. But me, in that situation where, you know what I'm saying, unfortunately the mum found the drugs and threw them away and that, if that was me as a man, I would have got the drugs and found the youths and given them back. And say, yo, take back your things, blood. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, there's no way. It's just, I mean, in my area, my postcode, it wouldn't happen. It couldn't happen. Man was too Certi. Man was A-team. So the only people that could be at a high level to be trying that shit, yeah, would be my people. So it wouldn't happen. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like, let's say, I don't know, let's say I had a son, yeah, and I moved to a new area. I had a son. And let's say he's 14, 15, and some youths are trying to groom him. Obviously, man's gonna find the youths and that, and yo, take back your tigs and that. If they don't want to hear what man's got to say, it's gonna be, I'm gonna get it cracking with them. I don't give a fuck. Yeah, man's always, like, even living up here in Northampton, man's always in her dramas with people and that. Yeah, I'll not speak to my friend for a couple months and that. You say, yo, any beef? Yeah, man's not beefing people, you know what I'm saying? Man will just get it to look all foolish, this and that. But man's always, you know what I'm saying, in a rough and tumbles with a man and that. So, yeah. Me, I ain't scared of beef. Man ain't scared of confrontation now. Don't get twisted. Man, I don't want to get into no beef now. I got shit to lose, innit? But the way I move on road, people would never know this guy's got like 3 properties, fam. Like, they would never think that I got shit to lose, but. So, yeah, man. I mean, I'm just being real. Like, that would never happen in Ed, man. No way. It could not happen. It could not happen. Man's name did carry weight, fam. Like, man, know, like, yo, Jay is active and that. It just would not happen. It would not happen. It would not happen. I can't stress it enough, fam. It would not happen in my area. It could not happen. Nah. Imagine, yeah, like, you know, a guy, I'm not going to say I was the toppest man in my area, but a guy that's one of the guys in the area. Do you think his little brother could be getting groomed by the local drugs gang? No way. No way. I was that guy, fam. So it could never happen. Impossible. Not in my area, not in my postcode. Impossible. Like I said, if it was in a different area and that, then yeah, I'd have to go and find the youths, and if they don't want to talk, then boy, it's on. But I don't think they would really want to go to war and start beefing, man, really and truly, blood, over some worker when they can just find another worker. These men are trying to make money. These men ain't trying to get into beef and that. Yeah? So, but yeah, God forbid it happens with my son. If it does, I'm gonna handle and deal with that situation, innit? So yeah, that's it for today, man.